This YouTube video exposed evidence on the housing disrepair on the tenant property, which has been going on for a couple of years. However, Majithia, the adult social care lawyer, wanted the social care to be carried out on the housing disrepair. She refused to acknowledge the illness of the tenant health. She wanted to send the carers to do the Care Act in the housing disrepair. So she's subjecting her carers and employees to health hazard. In other words, she has breached the Health and Safety Regulation Act of 1974. She doesn't take the issue of consideration to the tenant ill health. She acted with prejudicial to health. She is trying to subject the tenant to take the Reablement package of care for 6 weeks, which is continued abuse. In other words, London Borough of Ealing is continued abuse of the service user right. She been involved trying to tell him you got no rights on the ground of his disability and race. She has committed corruption, bribery, racketeering, abuse, and she doesn't take the health and no consideration of the long-term report on the independent report on the long-term care. She trying to persuade the service user to drop the long care plan. In other words, she is guilty of corruption, bribery, and fraud. In other words, she was involved trying to shut down the case on the housing disrepair with Michelle and the Candy on the 4th of July. She was involved trying to bribe the service user to accept £150 in order to shut down the case. In other words, she have breached data protection law. She have breached Article 16 of the GDPR. She had failed to recognize the issue on the impact of the housing disrepair of the tenant property, and she is making things up by not complying with the law, and she doesn't give a damn. In other words, she has committed corruption, bribery, and abuse in order to force her Reablement package of care to be carried out in the property, which is not suitable to deliver care in this regard.